Hey and welcome to another video. It's good to have you along. My name is Elmo Cargelainen. You can call me this guy if it's difficult to pronounce. Today I'm taking a look at the JHS Andy Timmons, or AT for short. It's a red overdrive pedal that has 4 knobs, and we'll get right into this after the intro. Alright, so the JHS Andy Timmons signature overdrive. This is based off the JHS Angry Charlie. This is version 1 of the pedal. There is a version 2 as well. It has 1 added knob, and I find even 4 knobs is a bit too much for me. More than 2 and I'm having trouble counting. It has 4 knobs. It has volume, drive, EQ and air. Now both the EQ and air are EQ knobs. They're kind of high-pass filters that work slightly differently, but we'll see what they do in a second. And it has a 3-way switch where you can select what amp wattage it simulates. So in the middle, like it's now, it has 100 watts or it's simulating 100 watts and has more headroom. And back when you push it down, I think it was 50 watts, and up I think it's 25 watts. And the 25 is the least amount of headroom and most amount of saturation. It feels well built, the knobs feel good. I'll just get it hooked up and start playing. Okay, so before I get going, what else do I have going here? I'm playing a mahogany Strat with Seymour Duncan YJ and Fury pickups into a Marshall Plexi, which goes into a Marshall cab with greenbacks. I also have a delay going, and here's my clean sound. So not entirely clean. I also have, as a point of reference, like I do in these videos, both for you if you're new to the channel, or if you just want a point of reference, and for me, a point of reference, I have the Fender Yngwie Malmsteen overdrive, which is basically the main sound that I use. Doesn't mean I wouldn't be into other sounds, but this is my main type of overdrive. And because it makes quite a lot of noise, I also have a noise gate, because I know that overdrives can get noisy. I also have a delay in the loop. Now, here's the Angry Charlie. The Angry Charlie. Here's the Angry Timmons. The Andy Timmons. Here's the Andy Timmons with everything set to 12 o'clock, and the 3-way switch is in the middle position, so it should be 100 watts. Okay, let's go through the 3-way switch first and see how that affects the sound. Put it into the down position. And up position. Okay, so up was the 25-watt mode, where you get most saturation, and also it drops the volume. So putting volume and drive up to 3 o'clock, and also the EQs up to 3 o'clock, because I thought it was rather a bit dark. Now I have the 3-way switch. Need the noise gates. I have the 3-way switch in the middle position again, so it should be like 100-watt monster. Here goes. Okay, so just to see what the EQs do, I'll turn both up to full. We'll get a reference. I'll turn EQ all the way back down. Turn that all the way back up. And then air all the way down. Okay, so I'm liking the sound a bit more when or was liking when I had a bit more on air, so I'll just put it to 2 o'clock, drop back EQ just a bit, and put drive and volume up on full. It should be a high gain monster now. Well, it sure has a fair bit of drive. Boy, too much for my liking. So I'll drop the drive and volume a bit and see how it cleans up with just the volume knob. So here's the amount of drive I have going. Drop the drive still a bit more. Okay, I'll compare it to the Yngwie Malmsteen overdrive now. Still too much drive going on in the JHS. I'm just dropping it more because it doesn't clean up like I want it to. Okay, I'll be honest, I'm not crazy about this actually. I thought it would be much better. I really liked the JHS Moonshine. I was a bit unsure about the Angry Charlie when I tried the Boss Angry Driver, which has an Angry Charlie built in. But I got some nice sounds out of that as well. But this, I'm not convinced. No. It's not that it sounds bad, I was just expecting a bit more. Because it's a bit buzzy, doesn't really clean up like I would, and when it does, it doesn't scream like I want it to. I don't know. I'll try the 50-watt version and see how that changes things. Much better in my view. I'll try the 25 still. Okay, adding a bit of volume to compensate for the drop in output. Yeah, it's better, but still, there's a bit of a buzz going on there that I'm not a big fan of. A bit of kind of like being somewhere in between an overdrive and a distortion, kind of pushing the boundary towards distortion. That's the best way I know how to describe it. It might be your thing, not my thing. So I'm definitely not going to keep this pedal. It costs a fair bit, 260 euros here in Europe, and so that's a bit of money, but it is well built, and if this is your kind of thing, if this is your kind of sound, well, good for you. It has a huge amount of overdrive. I mean, I ended this whole thing with drive halfway. I'll turn back the drive a bit more still and see how that sounds. Put it to 50-watt mode because I think I like that the most. So I've drive now at 9 o'clock and I'm dropping volume all the way to 12 o'clock and see what that does to the sound. All right. Yeah, still not my pedal entirely, but you're bound to get more than enough gain from this. It might just be a thing that it doesn't work well with the amp I have, because, hey, some pedals work better with some amps and other pedals work better with other amps, but personally, I like the Yngwie Malmsteen Overdrive more, and that's a fair bit cheaper than the Angry Timmons. Well, Timmons might be angry if he sees this review, because I'll be honest, I don't like it. I don't really know. I mean, if you put it up against the Boss Angry Driver, which has the Angry Charlie in it, and compared that, which is a 200 euro pedal or $200 in the US, with this, you get more options in the Boss, and the Boss is made together with JHS. So you get more options in the Boss, it costs less. I like the three-way toggle switch, but otherwise I'm not too crazy about this, to be fair. Yeah, that's basically the whole video. I have no more for you today. That was the JHS Andy Timmons. I'm not a big fan of it, but then again, who am I to say who's to like what? Because I might be totally out there. I'll end with a bit of playing on the Andy Timmons, just so you can listen a bit more to it. But before I go, please press like if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment. Let me know what you think. Have you tried the Angry Charlie? Have you tried the AT? Basically, whatever you can think of. And yeah, support me on Patreon, because I buy the gear that I review, so you get an honest review. And from JHS, I recommend the Moonshine, but this one, not so sure. I think I have to A/B this with an Angry Charlie, and then I just say angry all video long. Anyway, I'm gonna end with a bit on the Andy Timmons by JHS.